Welcome to the Retirement Master. I'm so glad that you joined me again today. This is the 9th video in a series of short videos that will demonstrate just how the Retirement Master spreadsheet works and how it can help you plan for your retirement and then live it to its fullest. I'm going to go down here to the bottom margin and I'm going to click on the retirement plan and bring it up. And we're working with the same scenario with the 141,000 CAB. And what I'm going to do today is talk about this chart right here. It's the largest chart in the spreadsheet and has really good information for you. Similar to what you'll find elsewhere in the spreadsheet, there's a calendar year column and an age column. The age is the age of the first person that was entered on the spending plan. And this is great because if you want to look up something in 2030, you can go right to it and look it up. If you want to look at something when you're 80, you can go right to it and look it up, and you don't need to know the corresponding year. Okay, this column here is going to be mostly red because it is telling you how much money you have to take out of your savings to supplement your other income to fully fund your retirement plan for that year. And I'm going to pop over here to this column. This is the total in your spending plan section 1 and 2 for each year. And it goes up each year because of inflation. And the amount it goes up is the amount that is calculated to increase because of inflation each year. And that amount is going to be over in this column right here. So each year you can say, well, I got to add 1,661 to last year's section 1 and 2 for this year's section 1 and 2, and so forth down here. And it grows every year because of inflation. And the way the spreadsheet is going to deal with inflation that is either higher or lower than the 3.72 that we're using in this spreadsheet is when you get to a particular year, you will enter your new income with the COLA. And when you do that, it is going to make your CAB either go up or down, depending on whether inflation is higher than normal or less than normal. And so then you'll say, okay, inflation was really high this year. My CAB is a lot higher than it needs to be because of that big COLA. And so instead of me putting $1,993 additional into my section 1 and 2, I'll say I'm going to put $2,100 a year into additional money for my section 1 and 2. Or you'll say inflation was really low. My CAB is on the low side. So instead of $1,993 this year, I'm going to put $1,800 additional money into my section 1 and 2 account. And that will readjust everything for those different inflation rates each year. Okay, this column is the total that you have in your section 3, section 4 on the spending plan. And it's all over the board because these are big items, long-term items, unusual items, and so just whatever you've plugged in will send these numbers to whatever they are. And these numbers are already put in with future dollars, so there's no inflation adjustments being done here. And then this column is just the total of these two columns. And then over here, this is the total of all of your income from your non-Social Security and Social Security income sources. And it's just going to track with whatever you have going. Here we sold a vacation rental home, so we got a lot of income. Here, Social Security did not get fixed by Congress, and we have a 24% drop in our Social Security income. Up here, we're phasing out our full-time, part-time hobby income. And but as a general rule, it has an upward trajectory always because of inflation. Then we come back to this column, and this is the amount of money you have saved for retirement. It's what's in your checking account, savings account, CDs, cookie jar, under the mattress, IRAs, 401ks, your stock investment accounts, and so forth. And this is the number the spreadsheet is projecting that you will have in those accounts at the end of the year. And then what it does is it takes the 441,000 that I have at the end of the year, subtracts what I'm going to need next year, so it subtracts 25,000, and then calculates what the remaining balance up here will earn, adds it to it to come up with this number. So this number minus this number plus the return on what's left gives you this number. And so you can see how over the years your money is going to track, what your balance is going to do. So when you have a year where you're pulling $87,000 out, you don't have to go into panic mode, because you can see how that big withdrawal is going to track, and you still have money at your target age down here. Now this chart is really good because you can see how all these aspects are flowing over the years. It's not where you're being asked to put a bunch of information in and then you get a bottom line answer and you don't see anything else that's happening. Here you see what's happening year by year in every column. And so you can have a lot of faith in the spreadsheet and its calculations because nothing's hidden from you. Okay, there's some stuff here for you to just go through, get familiar with, and digest. And on the next video, we're going to go back over to the spending plan, and I'm going to show you how to stay on track and to prove that your spending plan has the right numbers in it. So until then, like I always, happy retirement planning and happy retirement living.